They've won absolutely everything so far. It's you, man.
Hello. Live check ചെയ്യാലോ.
Mechanical god. Yay!
എല്ലാരും വിളിച്ചു വരുത്തുവാണോ?
All right, we're going to jump right into their opponents in Sora Tigers Gaming. To start things off, their team leader, we got Chobo!
Chobo!
Don't be scared. Here comes that Scarados. Jong!
The sniper who absolutely never misses, it's Subi!
Subi! Let's go.
This defender ain't no pretender. Here comes Ward!
കേക്കാവടാ? എല്ലാം ഓക്കെ ആണോ?
And we like to call him the hard carry. It's Mule!
നിന്റെ സൗണ്ട് കേക്കാവോ? അവരുടെ സൗണ്ട് കേക്കാവോ? എല്ലാം ഒന്ന് ബാക്കിലോട്ട് അടിച്ചു നോക്കിയേ. കാക്ക സൗണ്ട് കേക്കാവുന്നില്ല.
All right, Honolulu, one more time for your two finalists.
എന്താ മാച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാ?
All right, thank you so much. Teams, you may go to your desk. Captain, please stay. Teams, you may go to
അല്ല എന്താ മറ്റേ ഇതാണല്ലോ നമ്മുടെ ടീം പോയെന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു കേട്ടോ. വിട്ടുപോയി കഴിഞ്ഞ നമ്മുടെ ടീമിന്റെ മാച്ച് അതാ
our match here very soon. We are going to get one.
ഇല്ലേ?
I'll have you here for just a moment.
ഉറപ്പാണ്?
In those grand finals. The question is, will Fennel take this whole thing home? The favorites here, a team that a lot of players and viewers would have said is their number one to win the whole thing. No shock that they're here in the grand finals. Then you have Zora Tigers Gaming, a team that has been through a gauntlet, taking down impressive team after impressive team, winning their way to these grand finals. And I feel like from what I've seen this weekend, every single match they are leveling up. Every single match you're seeing more and more why they have made it here to the grand finals, why they're facing off against Fennel, why they could be the giant slayers, and why we all may have been foolish to call them underdogs in the first place.
We take a look, you look at their day one, you say, man, they might have barely made it into the top 16. But once they showed up today, they really snatched this opportunity with the second life they've gotten, and they have marched through, you said it, an absolute gauntlet of top teams in this event. And right now they're looking across at Fennel saying, you're just the next one on the chopping block.
Of course, the match we just saw before this saw Fusion. A lot of people thought Fusion, Fennel, that's happening. That's our grand finals. Fusion, the first team to qualify for Worlds. Perfect throughout their season. Perfect throughout most of their days here at the World Championships. But Zora Tigers handled them. In fact, they looked incredible against Fusion.
We're seeing these wonderful fan-made sands right there. Fan-made sands right there. And I'll tell you what, some people,
a lot less. We're being told.
These teams are dialing in. Again, a best of 5 separates them from lifting the
Kids in India
trophy here in Honolulu. They are dialed in. Zora Tigers
XD Astro
for the last and final and biggest upset of their tournament run. Fennel can't be understated. A lot of folks thought this is the best team going into this thing, and they've been playing like it.
That's right. Fennel almost not dropping a single match throughout their series. Not even one game until finally the last semifinals against Onyx Rise. They actually showed a small sign of weakness. They can be beaten. And now Zora Tigers Gaming is going to try to prove it. I told you there was a sign. I didn't make it up.
We haven't seen it yet, but it definitely exists.
പണ്ടത്തെ ഡി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കൊടുത്തോളാം
Someone make me a sign. Holy smokes. I am struggling.
നമ്മുടെ പണ്ടത്തെ ഡി സി ഇല്ലേ ഇതിന്
Munney
മുന്നേ തുടങ്ങിയത്
as everybody's waiting for with bated breath on these grand
ജനലച്ചാട്ടി തന്നെ തോന്നുന്നു കടപ്പുണ്ടോ
like getting jittery.
നമ്മളും കൈ കാണിക്കായിരുന്നു
For these teams, I feel like there is so much on the line. There's so many expectations put on both of them, especially Fennel out of Japan, a team that I think the whole world has been rooting for. And you have Zora Tigers Gaming from South Korea, a team that I think a lot of people are unfamiliar with. We're about to get pretty familiar with them here in our grand finals as our teams are loading into our first draft.
Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Hoopa quickly selected by Zora Tigers Gaming. Mimikyu on the side of Fennel. Let's get to work.
Here we go. Charizard banned out from Zora Tigers Gaming. Don't want to deal with ton on that Charizard. Final ban heading over to the Leafeon. Zora Tigers Gaming with your first pick of these grand finals. Again, this is a best of 5. A team will need to win 3 times to become your champion.
We see who we're hovering, and it's a Suru Ledge snap block by Zhong, and we are on the side of Fennel here. How will they respond? Great options here. It looks like the Blissey is quickly queued up.
Yeah, it looks like Blissey is about to be locked in here as they're trying to choose their next Pokemon, and they are choosing Umbreon. Umbreon and Blissey taking their defender and their support early, possibly picking away something that they know
Japan second home and so Japan ജയിക്കണം. Chance Japan കാണുന്നുണ്ട്.
The best Pokemon for you. Steal away something that you know your opponent.
I don't think Chobo's too rattled though. They've been on this Eldegoss multiple times today, and they have saved the entire team with that Unite move. And now Mule snagging that Urshifu, which means Lucapo won't have it at their disposal.
You're right about that, Eldegoss. We saw some absolute heroic plays from Zora Tigers Gaming with this Eldegoss as we look for our next 2 picks from Fennel. We're going to have to see if they want to lock in some all-rounders, some of their attackers,
Japanese players,
or if they want to try to let something wait till later so it can't be countered. Hovering Mew and Dodrio here.
Korea versus Japan.
Is trying to get you to become their biggest fan here on broadcast, locking down the third. As long as it has the right amount of hats, I think we're in good shape. Machio has looked great on this
Blissey 100%
games against Onyx Rise, locking it again.
80%
though, Ward, who has had just an absolute all-out performance on the Snorlax to get them to these finals, grabbing Mamoswine, a quality defender pick.
And here we go, Pikachu, our last pick for Zora Tigers Gaming, a Pokemon that I think a lot of people counted out, but you can't count out the mascot. It's been performing incredible here today, and as someone who loves Dodrio, I can tell you, you hate a Pikachu on the other side of the map.
Stunned. We've got a gutter pick Blaziken, what folks consider to be one of the best Pokemon in the game. Priorities and the meta changes throughout the life cycle of the tournament, and we've just seen the biggest proof of the pudding of that
right there on the big stage.
Anyway,
5 trophies, 5
Japanese.
players, a best
Japan
of
versus
5.
Korea.
5 games could separate them from becoming your champion. One team, their dreams will be dashed. One team will raise the trophy here very, very soon as our teams are loading in.
എടാ പോടാ ഇന്ത്യ എന്നുള്ള എസ്എറ്റിയിലായിരുന്നു എസ്എറ്റിയിലൊക്കെ വിസ ഇഷ്യൂ ലുമിനസിറ്റി ഒക്കെ നോർത്ത് അമേരിക്കൻ ടീം സ്റ്റാർട്ടഡ് പിന്നെ അല്ല മാച്ച്
Pressure is intense. This is the most pressure they've ever played. They've been playing here all weekend. They haven't been playing for everything. They haven't been playing for the grand finals. The championship $500,000 prize as they're getting ready for it. And you know what? Fennel looks like they're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, they're dialed in. They're ready to go. I think they know that this is their tournament. Tigers Gaming, on the other hand, they're playing with house money.
And here we go as we get ready for it. Game number 1 is set to get underway. Zora Tigers Gaming, your purple team. Fennel, your orange team. These are the grand finals of the Pokemon Unite World Championships.
They're not letting anything up to chance here. It's all about that action. You see both central area Pokemon getting their support player to follow them around to make sure there's no invade shenanigans to kick off the grand final.
That's right. Urshifu takes a little while to get online, and it can definitely be pressured. There's a lot of pressure is actually, moved towards this bottom goal zone here. 4 members of Fennel assaulting this tier 1 Mamoswine.
Command
right
order.
here, but they are just having a lot.
ഇങ്ങനെ നൈസാണ് കമന്ററി പറയണ. ഇതൊരു ഇന്നലെ രാത്രി ഒരു ചേർച്ചയാണ് ഇരുന്നത്. രാത്രി ഒരു ചേർച്ചയാണ് ഇരുന്നത്.
Assaulting this tier 1. Assaulting this tier 1 Mammo Swine, trying to push them back right here, but they are just having a lot to deal with.
Fennel has done an amazing job switching up every strategy and look that they've thrown at their opponents, keeping them on their toes, and essentially making any research may have done obsolete. Nice electro ball boosted auto follow-up. Mule is right there, taking a ton of damage, and they're able to make it back. This team covers each other day in, day out. Nobody ever getting knocked out.
Beautiful stuff there from Fennel. What a tricky play. Bottom path. I remember the 1-1-3, but the 1-0-4 as they try to take everything here in the center and push Mule back.
Mule is sitting there. They're going for an engagement on
P.
Not about that action. Going to step back behind it. You can see them clump up. And oh, it's a big time KO streak of 2 for Mule, saying, Lukapo, you got an Urshifu. I got one too, big boy.
Here we go. Scoring in this bottom path now. 69-16. Zora Tigers Gaming taking a big fight and a win there off of Fennel. As you can see, Cerulich here in the central area. Urshifu coming up to help. They pick up another KO. They're looking for Dodrio. They're looking for Pokemon on the other side as well. They go down. Cerulich is taken. Dodrio goes down.
Ward making the side of the map. Meanwhile, we've got this underground just working on the top. Dodrio finally evolved, ready to get into the action here. 69-21. The levels look in the favor of XTG right now. Pikachu getting knocked out and points going in. The lead is shrinking.
That's right. This is just so incredibly close still. A lot of battling right out of the gate here. These teams being very, very aggressive. Looking to get this Blaze again up to level 7 so it can finally evolve. Dodrio here in the top path, seeing if they can possibly catch something or get some experience. Still a little bit behind. Cerulich already 7.
Tone just hanging out, seeing to see where Zora Tiger Gaming goes. We've got our next big objective. And I'll tell you, the populate great wild Pokemon farm. That is going to be
Big time snarl, but the Phantom Force pushes it right back, trying to grab Dodrio. They're not able to make it. They push on to Umbreon here. Back.
Going right back into the action now that Dodrio is ready to go. Ward eating a boosted auto. Now we've got Reggies that have hit the map, but nobody's looking to fight over.
Yeah, it looks like Mule's going to start this here. He is level 9, so he does have his Unite Move. Also with the Unite Move, getting another massive solar Mule's very low.
Ward getting buckled right now. Reggie Rock is still standing, which means all of XTG has to back up, and that is taken by Fennel. The first objective and great experience goes over to the orange team.
That's right, and as we can see in the top path, we have them fighting over this Reggie. Alecki goes to the side of Zora Tigers Gaming. One objective for Fennel, one objective for Zora Tigers as they start moving towards this goal zone. Are they going to be able to score here? Will Reggie Alecki go in? 3 members of Fennel are here to stop them.
Yeah, and they're just going to be able to rip this Reggie Electric. XTG going to go to try and find value. Blaziken getting collapsed on in the middle here as P tries to just go to the chase down on Chobo. But they're actually looking at Blizzy. Nice Blizz assistance to keep them going. Can P convert? Nice eject one in the overheat. They're going to catch one and they're going to go for more. Chobo just running away and John saying, you're supposed to support me, big boy, but you're going in the wrong direction. Now they're getting on top of this goal zone. Yume has to peel back, but P is still in the action. And you know that fire type's all about the smoke. They're charging up an overheat. Nice Umbreon Unite by Tone to keep this push going. We're eating some eggs now and the points are going in. And finally Fennel has the lead after a KO streak of 2 by P.
Continuing this push right here, looking to score. Pikachu actually stopping him with the Thunderbolt right into the Unite. Trying to stop the scores, but they can't do it. The points are raining in. Fennel now up 88-143.
You take a look at that. They looked at Pikachu and said, you might be the mascot, son, but I'm the best Pokemon. Sending Pikachu flying in a bad way.
Here we have in the top path, Mule trying to get as much experience as they can. Level-wise, it's very close between these two teams. Score-wise, also very close. We have the bottom goal zone gone for Zora Tigers Gaming. Yes, they have access to some free experience on their side of the map, but they lose advantage down here at this objective, and you can see it's going to be difficult for them to move and fight. Instead, they possibly could look for a catch in the central area, but look at this. Fennel looking to put more points on the board.
As they had great vision on XTG, nice engaged attempt by Ward to at least get space. Overheat charged up, it does catch me over half their HP, forcing out the peaks to unite. Caught top, crashed by Chobo, picks up Cerule, and now they're going to get an opportunity to score. Big overtime there, still down by 52, but it's signs of life out of XTG.
That's right, and now we have one goal zone gone for both teams. Regieleki getting very, very low, secure. No! The Unite move not able to make it happen. Urshifu starts pushing towards this Umbreon in the face of Zora Tigers Gaming.
Nice solar beam by Mashio to get on top of this team. Nice bliss assistance on P to bully out the other Urshifu.
Here we go. Regieleki walking, but it looks like it's going to be stopped by Fennel. There's not a lot Zora Tigers Gaming can do about it.
Zora Tigers
towards this bottom goal zone. This bottom goal zone is still up.
Japan strategical game ആണ് ജപ്പാന്റെ കാരണം ഇതെനിക്ക് മിക്കവാറും സ്കോറിംഗ് ലോട്ടറിയോ ചാൻസ് കാണുന്നുണ്ട്.
Another fight breaking out here in the center.
Cone using foul play to get the burst towards their side. Boosted out of
വലിയ
electric ball.
എഫക്റ്റീവ് കാണുന്നില്ല.
Mule is taking a ton of damage. They're jumping on top of them. And the KO's down. Mule is down, getting dunked back in the face. And they're raging forward. Two players on solar beam finds Ward. Ward taking a ton of damage as well. And they're sent packing. This is another goal zone getting attacked by Fennel.
That's right, Fennel attacking this goal zone, getting very, very low, but somehow peels out with almost no HP. The Unite move for Beacon doesn't find it. The no HP Mew from a mile away decides to hit him with the solar beam. They have to pull back now as we have Urshifu, Eldegoss, and Mamoswine defending this goal zone. Still very close. 150 now to 238 after Fennel has scored more points in this bottom half. Again, another 12, bringing them up to a 100-point lead.
What is very important of this composition that Fennel have is that Dodrio is incredibly good at scoring
Korea.
the rest of the team. So that's an opportunity how they can stress them out. Nice KO by Zhang on the Blissey to be able to work on this Registeel. Solar Beam's a little early. 30 seconds till Ray, the first Ray of our grand finals.
That's right. This will be our first test of these two teams at Rayquaza. Very close on the scoreboard. In fact, one full pocket score in double time here under the 2-minute mark will bring these teams to a tie. However, the team that hit the score threshold first would win if they have to tie at this moment. So Zora Tigers Gaming needs to score a little bit more than that. 10 seconds now as we have Fennel positioning around this Rayquaza. Same thing here with Zora Tigers, finding out exactly how they want to engage here. They know they're going to be the team that needs to make a play. And Dodrio can run away, as you said, and score at any moment. We're going to see how Zora Tigers wants to play this. Getting aggressive, moving towards the side of Fennel right now. We have Mamoswine, Pikachu, and we have Cerulege hiding in this tall grass, waiting for this fight. They don't want to make a mistake, but they do need to make a move. Fennel chipping up Rayquaza, getting it ready, or just really trying to bait their opponents into a fight. Nice big solar beam onto the Mamoswine. Urshifu still waiting for this fight.
Fennel
can do this all day because they are in the lead. Cerulege is coming around, looking for their moment. Pikachu with the Thunderbolt, pushed back by the Mew. Still no engagement here, Dupes next. Both teams playing very, very safe. And here comes Umbreon!
Umbreon Unite, right double engage after the foul play. They're looking for the target. Zhang is solo, solar beam! They pop their Unite move to save them! The shield is so low! Mashio goes back in, they're popping back forward, nobody goes down just yet! Subin is an absolute blender here! It's finally Mule gets attacked here after they use their Unite move. Bliss assist in the middle. They're going to keep this thing going. And finally, this Dodrio's coming alive. A KO for each head that it has. They're sitting on top of them. Big charged up overheat. And that's Curtain, son. Just Ward standing, and they're trying to rush back to the middle. But I don't think Fennel cares about the big track.
That's right. They can run and score right here. Dodrio putting some scores into this top path as points rain into the bottom goal zone. 30 seconds left on the clock as multiple members of Zora Tigers Gaming are coming off of respawn. Back from the Pokemon Center, but there's not a lot of time. There's not much they can do here. Completely zoned out, not able to push towards Rayquaza with only 15 seconds left on the clock and the score lead here. Fennel takes game number 1 in our grand finals.
What a match by them, really from beginning to end. It felt like they had a really good pulse of what XTG was trying to do.
Fennel played incredibly right there. As you can see how hyped the crowd is for Japan, how hyped they are for these grand finals. Beautiful Rayquaza fight, and you see how good these two teams are. A fight going on and on and on, no one going down. The level that these defenders and supporters play at, protecting their team, how good they are at the macro and micro in these moments. Combat, it's just so incredible watching these top tier players on these top teams have a Rayquaza fight. It's a thing of beauty.
You're able to send players like Tone on an absolute mission, right? We saw the big foul play engagement on 2 players in their central area. Their XTG had made their way to Fennel's central area, and they were able to engage. And we watched this Blaziken 5k damage and double-digit knockdowns.
That's right. Huge stats here for our grand finals. 95,000 damage is impressive. That means they were brawling. The knockouts means they were getting big time KOs, even with the damage. It really matters if you can actually finish something off. They absolutely did in that fight. There was a moment, Doob Snacks, in that last match where the Cerulege for sure was going down. It was called Japanese players and had a disappearing right on the edge of almost being taken down. But it just only
അങ്ങനെയല്ല കറക്റ്റ് ആൽഫബറ്റ് വെച്ച് നോക്കിയാ
ലുക്കാപ്പോ ഉള്ളതുകൊണ്ട് ജപ്പാൻ ഇതിൽ ചാൻസ് കൂടുതൽ. ലുക്കാപ്പോ നല്ലൊരു പ്ലെയറാണ്.
And I'm not surprised. They were playing pretty well. It's just on the other side, Fennel playing great.
Yeah, and they're taking this Umbreon, taking this Blissey. They want to shore up that part of their team before they exactly what Pokemon they're bringing. The more you pick some of your carry Pokemon, the easier it is for your opponents to counter you.
Where we're going to go on the side of Fennel, they're going to grab the Blaziken again, but prioritizing it a little bit higher, make sure they don't lose it. Mashio on Mew, why not?
Yeah, and they may want to see what their opponents are bringing out before they decide to possibly bring Dodrio again, or if they have some other ideas that they want to bring out to this match. We're seeing Trevenant and we're seeing Inteleon. The 1-2 punch of these Pokemon is pretty impressive. The Wood Hammer sets up a perfect snipe shot for Inteleon, and now we do have Dodrio once again in our grand finals. Please don't nerf it.
On this Dodrio, put a lot of pressure on Ward and make sure that whenever Lucapo goes for a big time dive, that they are there doing what they've done all tournament long and making sure that Inteleon stays standing so it can rip and rip some snapshots.
Zora Tigers Gaming obviously needed to change their strategy up. This series up. They have a best of 5, but they don't want to give another. Right on the edge of this whole thing. They had some phenomenal fights there in game 1, but it did feel like Fennel had control of that match most of the time.
They really did, and the fact that they were able to leave players and paths by themselves and have them achieve their goal, which was essentially not give up a goal zone, right? How long did we see Tone just sitting up top, sitting on pad, defending it by themselves, until finally the team rolled up and they're able to take a great team fight.
Here we have our players right that first victory. Zora Tigers Gaming needs to figure something out as we head to our game number 2. That is what they're playing for. The hardware, the big bucks, all the pride, and the ability to call themselves a Pokemon Unite World Champion. We are heading into game number 2.
Nice. Game number 2
Here
starting.
we go. Zora Tigers Gaming, your purple team. Fennel, your orange team. Up 1 game in this best of 5 grand finals.
Sending Blaziken in the middle this time. No need for Yume to be the escort. Lucapo going straight across, going to start scoring now, and they're going to be able to put some good pressure on Zhang. Another Pokemon that isn't too great in the early stages. Of course, this Cerulege. Pressure put on them by Yume right now.
Yeah, and it it looks like Yume is having to run away from this here, but they are actually able to get out, stealing the berry. Not
new game state വരാൻ പോകും. നാളെ അപ്ഡേറ്റ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അതിനാണ് ഗെയിമിന്റെ കമ്പാക്കിങ്ങിലും ഉണ്ടാവും. പറയടാ.
ഫേവറേറ്റ് പോക്കിമോണിലൊന്നും അടുത്ത് വരെയാണ്
ഡാർക്രേ ഇടുക. ഡാർക്രേ മിക്കവരുടെ ഒരു ഫേവറേറ്റ് ആണത്. ഇത്തിരി ഓപ്പി ആവും.
fired away on Ward to make sure that they can't keep that pressure up, and Tone makes it out.
അതെ 500 സ്കോർ ആഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നു.
The only team to have scored a
അവർ
point so
ജയിക്കും.
far as we have a fight getting ready to break out here. Busting trying to pull it back, and they do, pulling it towards their side. They pick up a KO on the Inteleon. They could continue to push, or they could just leave him alone. Big time boosted, big time Electro Ball, and now this experience is theirs as well.
Yeah, they might only be up 17 on the scoreboard, but that's looking to change real quick as we still have a Phantom trying to evolve here.
Insta story.
Woodhammers to come online to feel like a real character. Darting back through his Lucapo KO
Yeah,
for them
Insta
as
story
Gossifleur goes down. Chobo can't even get to Eldegoss.
Fennel right now in absolute control of this match, seeing if they can stop this Cerulege from evolving and take some of this here. Dotrio, it's already got the correct number of bandanas here in our top path as we have the bird spawning here at 8 minutes. Urshifu coming from the side of Zora Tigers.
Hi Killer, welcome to the stream bro.
Moving through mules, looking for a target, but taking a
അമ്മാര് ഉർഷിപ്പ് ഇത്തിരി സീനാണ്.
really afraid as they go straight on
Half
their HP's gone. Electro Ball boosted auto puts them on the verge of getting knocked out. You got the shield up, Solar Beam, KO.
Big stuff here for Fennel. It feels like they're winning everywhere they go, stealing away these berries. You can see how annoying and amazing Umbreon player like this is as they break this bottom goal zone. Shades of last game, taking away that positional advantage, making it difficult for Zora Tigers to fight.
Zora Tiger ne കൊഴപ്പ് കിടിക്കാനൊക്കെ പറ്റി നോക്കുവാണെങ്കിൽ ഇവിടെ